And we're home, obviously. Not a huge amount to say today because it was travelling. Got up, had breakfast, slept in, had breakfast, went, tidied up, checked out, went shopping, spent all the money, pin traded as much as we could with the last people about.
And we sat in Starbucks, had a coffee, sat on the bus, sat at an airport, sat on a plane, and sat on another bus, and here we are.
And home with booze, so that's a good idea. So yeah, not a huge amount really to talk about. Nothing, any problems today? Not really. No. So that's really it. It was coming home. The only big thing about today was we didn't want to.
Yeah.
We had a very nice week, couple of days, and yeah, we're looking at going away again as soon as possible. So all that needs to be done is the roundup of favourites and worsts. So I think you were the one you planned the questions. Off you go.
Okay, top roller coaster.
Space Mountain, just full stop. Because I can go through all the other roller coasters because they don't have many roller coasters. In the Disney park, Thunder Mountain and Indiana Jones don't count as roller coasters to me, they're mine trains. Rockin roller coaster, although I've already had a big rant about, so I won't do that again. To be fair on it, it is a good roller coaster, that's just me. I've been on a lot of roller coasters and rides. So, and I think also that with the Rockin roller coaster, a lot of people hyped up as being amazing, and I was expecting it to be amazing. So the fact that it's merely good has knocked it way down in my estimations. But Space Mountain rules. So, favorite roller coaster?
It'd be Crush's coaster.
Knew that was coming.
Of course you did. Couple of reasons, I suppose. One, visually very appealing. I love the shell gimmick. I'll be honest. It's great fun. Having the spinning right into disorientate is great fun. The biggest thing for me though is that it's the most comfortable roller coaster. I've got a very small frame, so on a lot of them, especially the older roller coasters, I rattle around, and I've got bruises both sides of my knees from rattling around.
On Indiana Jones.
On the Indiana Jones in particular. So for me, it's actually a very comfortable roller coaster to sit on, and it's Nemo, and I absolutely love Nemo. So for me, Crush's coaster.
Yeah, I suppose the best is explain because I sort of, with my one, I went, yeah, that's the best because the other ones are crap.
Doesn't really count.
Yeah, it doesn't really count. Why is Space Mountain good? Because I really like. It's got a high acceleration start, which is always fun, but the way it's designed is so that it looks like they fire you out of this artillery cannon. That's just cool. And then when you do the ride, it's super fast. I mean,
It's eye-watering.
Eye-watering. Using it as a comparison as another high acceleration one, the Rockin roller coasters, getting the jib again. I do apologise to anyone who's a huge fan of it. But the Rockin roller coaster probably has a faster high acceleration start than Space Mountain, but it's just a high acceleration start. It's not up a hill through a cannon, and then the ride itself afterwards, the Rockin roller coaster slows down and just becomes a normal speed ride, which is really quite safe, and you can sit and look, or I feel that anyway. Whereas with Space Mountain, we went on it a lot, and you're still like. Yeah.
You're looking at all the planets and
yeah,
stuff.
there's loads of planets and supernovas and meteors. You do.
Oh.
Right. Jump cut. There we basically. Where were we? Yes. Space Mountain. To quickly summarise that one. Very fast acceleration start. Really nice visuals going around with loads of meteors and planets and close calls. It feels like you're going to hit things really fast throughout as well. So really fun roller coaster. My favourite roller coaster of both parks.
Okay, so
Next question.
favourite visual ride?
In what way? You tell me yours and think so I can have a think.
Well, for me, it's Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
Okay.
You sit down and you watch me sort of show. You know, when you go through, it's not screams and thrills. It's you sit down and you're looking at stuff as you go by.
Mhm.
So for me, it's Pirates of the Caribbean. Obviously, it's sort of vaguely telling a story. It's pirates. You cannot go wrong with pirates. And you have this stupid yo-ho.
A pirate life for me.
In your head for the rest of the evening. Even though it's in French at points, which is very bizarre, because you're really panic. Okay. So for me, that's great. The animatronics are a little bit worn at times. It's still really good. Lots of things to look at. Every time you go around, you spot something new, which is what I really like about it. You don't get bored of it halfway through. It's quite fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy that one. I think visually, I'm trying to think of you.
It's a hard one to put it, but I would say, visual rides would be something like the Snow White ride, Pinocchio ride, Small World. Rides you go through, and it's just to look at something.
Yeah. Because the problem is, Crush's Coaster's got a visual bit, but yeah, it's a coaster. It does say in the name, this is a roller coaster, much like Space Mountain, I think. So yeah. Unfortunately,
You can agree?
I am inclined to agree. It's pirates. One of the big things for why it's pirates is that, actually, no, partly to be different, and partly because it surprised me how good it is, I will go with Phantom Manor, or the Haunted Mansion, for the reasons. I would have gone with Pirates, but the reason why I would have gone with Pirates isn't because of the visuals, but because of the fact that it's got 2 drops in it, which doesn't make it a visual ride then. So I would have said, going visually only, Phantom Manor. Which is an interesting one for me. I don't do haunted houses.
Yes.
This is one thing that makes a lot of people laugh with me.
Mm-hmm.
Have I explained this already? Another one. Okay, very briefly, because if I've explained it already. I can do roller coasters like nobody's business. I have no problems with going at the speed of light upside down. However, if something goes, I freak out. I just from being on the Alton Towers haunted house, far too young and getting spooked, and yeah, didn't like it. So they've kind of ingrained that I have fears of them. But that one I really like. The visuals, it's got this wonderful elevator scene at the start where the whole thing stretches and you see this woman hanging, and brilliant, really, really cool. And then the ride itself's got some wonderful special effects.
Lots of really nice optical illusions.
Really cool, yeah, really, really clever optical illusion and visual effects.
The cars that shuffle themselves.
Mm.
That's probably my favourite bit.
What, the invisible men playing gambling?
Yeah, so it's also just these cards spread out and they shuffle places.
And then
no one
they go on the table and there's like a cigarette hanging in midair with smoke coming out of it. It's really cool.
So, okay, I have to agree, that's a really good ride.
So, best visual ride, Phantom Mansion, a haunted house that's just good. Just no jump scares. That's the big thing. Really, really beautiful.
Okay, and favourite kiddie ride?
Favourite kiddie ride? Go on, you go first. You thought these over. Let me think.
It is a hard one because there are so many kiddie rides. Obviously we've got like the carousel, there's the Dumbos, which unfortunately we didn't do.
Yeah.
The magic carpets, all that sort of stuff. That's why I would consider a kiddie ride.
Mm-hmm.
If things like the RC, I'd still consider it a big ride.
I would have said that's a kiddie ride because it's in kiddie land.
I'm saying kiddie rides as in sort of 6-7-year-old.
Okay.
So little ride, which would be for me the Meters spinning cars. I thought was great fun.
Yeah, I was impressed by that. Sorry, I'm looking at the fish. Just back from holiday, I'm making sure the fish are okay. Continue.
I'd say the Meters one because lots of spinning, really nice layout. The cars look great, and it appeals to boys. Lots of little rides are designed to appeal to girls, so I thought it was really nice.
In what way?
Most of them are painted pink. It's true.
I suppose, and all the little kids' rides, like the visual rides, it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and things.
Yeah, so I thought it was really nice. A little boyish ride, the cars, they were really nicely designed, really painted nice, and it wasn't we're going round up and down in a circle. It was a slightly interesting mechanism. So for me,
that was what impressed me with that one, was that they clicked onto the different plates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Based on that, as a kiddie ride, what would you say?
I really liked for kids ride, I would have said the parachutes.
Yes, actually you're quite right, yes.
Because you get, for several reasons, because whilst the Mater one was really fun, was quite nice, it was definitely a kids ride where you're on it and you are sort of like, oh, I am on a children's ride.
And enjoying it.
And it is quite fun. But, because certainly when we went on the Aladdin lamps, the Aladdin thing
the carpets,
on the last day, the magic carpets, I was a bit like, okay, it's a ride. But yeah, I did enjoy the Mater's one, but I think with the parachute one, it's got more to it. A, because it is a drop, although it's a slow descent, you do get a little bit of a lurch, so it's a bit, ooh.
Yeah, it's sort of a precursor to your sort of swing boat rides.
Yeah, it is still a bit, ooh.
But very kid friendly, you're
right.
But
very kid friendly because it's not.
There's a lot of small kids on it.
A lot of very small kids who had a lot of fun because it's not a big, because it doesn't drop fast. It is light, fairly slow, but a fun speed. It's not like you're going, God, are we getting to the bottom yet? It is a fun speed. The other thing that's nice about it...
It's not a scary drop, because it's a parachute drop, which seems quite natural. Whereas
yes.
obviously a Tower of Terror, you're in an elevator, and
it's
quite
an unnatural drop. Yeah.
You do sort of go in an elevator after being on that 4 times going...
Actually, that's a very good point, that it's a parachute drop, not a free fall. So it is, it's a safe fall. Yeah. And it's just engraved. You are safe. Falling safe, so it feels safe, and you've got a big bar, and it's nice. One of the things I was going to say about this is nice as well, which I liked about it, is you get a good view from the top.
Yeah.
Which is nice, so that's cool. And you can appreciate it, because although in Tower of Terror you can see out, you've got like a couple of seconds to go, oh shit, we're really high! Whereas this you can go, oh, we're down. We're moving again, and that's really nice. So, yeah, favourite kids ride, I would have said the parachutes. Any other ones?
No, that was me.
I've got a couple of questions. Favourite show, because we've seen a lot of shows this time, including parades and outdoor shows, or including parades and things like in the restaurant style shows, like Remy and.
You hit the nail on the head there. It'd be the Remy, because he's a showpiece. He's a showpiece. He's going around.
Mm-hmm. No, I put that in the thing.
What's really nice about him is that he's a very cleverly designed little animatronic. I love Remy to pieces. He's verging on a favourite character, but unfortunately he's very hard to get merchandise for. We've got one cuddly toy and that's it on the Remy.
And the hat.
Oh yes, and we have one silly chef hat with him sort of hanging out. For me it'd be the Remy, because it was quite a controlled show. The guy went right to tables with it. It wasn't, pushy parents, my child is going in front of you, or anything like this.
Yeah.
So it was quite a pleasurable thing to sit and watch.
On my note, on that one, on why I thought Remy was really good, was he was to scale. This was something I thought of randomly today, just because we were sitting in the village and talking about meeting the characters, and the niece is getting old enough to start doubting that Mickey Mouse is Mickey Mouse and maybe he's a guy in a suit. And I was and Mickey Mouse actually, according to the cartoons, and that there's actually silhouettes on one of the wall of everyone walking to the park, and Mickey Mouse and Pluto, Goofy and that are walking along as well. Mickey Mouse is this high.
Yeah, he's probably about the size of a 5-year-old child.
Yeah, he's about 4 foot high.
Yeah.
Approximately. The people in the suit are 6 foot high.
So yeah, with the Remy, we We did
Yeah,
keep rats. You may have noticed we did have a nose earlier in the video peeking out.
Yeah,
that's what this
he's
random
gone to
tube
bed.
is for.
Yeah, that leads to the rat cage.
'Cause it is a bit random. But he is the same size as our rats are. Which, so you are looking at it going, he is to scale, which is something you don't see.
Yeah, because last time we were at the park, we saw the Remy in a costume, which was bigger than her. Yeah,
very cuddly.
Which was really nice to see, but it was all we got to see. Whereas this one really was like, because he's got the platter that he takes off, and it really is, rather than it being, oh look, it's the Remy costume, it's, holy shit, it's Remy, a lot more magical. Very cleverly designed animatronic. I figured out how it got controlled. I'm not going to tell you. I agree. Remy was really nice. That was one we desperately want her on.
So what would be your favourite?
My favourite one, I would have to say the stunt show, the motor car stunt show.
Because I'm not a Cars fan. I'll enjoy the Cars movie, obviously, but being a girl, Cars, it's what colour they are. I will be honest, I can't tell you makes, it's colours. So I'm not interested in Cars full stop, and I really enjoyed the stunt show. It was really fun because it was nice how they broke down and explained how they filmed it and stuff as well, and that they had the backwards car and things like this. And
that was clever.
Little weird things like this you would.
That they went into how they went into just instead of just showing you stunts, how they do stunts and sort of the science behind doing it.
Yeah. So actually, I would agree that was a really good show.
The reason why it was my favourite, the manpower.
Yeah.
Because we saw like the art of animation, which, as we said, felt like really cheap Disney DVD extras. No, this one, we had all these cars, dangerous stuff. I mean, these guys were risking their lives to entertain us.
Yeah.
Just full stop. These guys were just being mental to entertain us. They broke it down really nicely. It was a good length. I had a worrying feeling that it was going to be like a kids show, and that they would maybe be like, watch this car do a jump. It did a jump. Watch this car go on two wheels for a couple of seconds. It goes on two wheels. Whereas they had this whole...
It was a ballet
sequences, with the
5 cars all spinning in
unison. Brilliant. I thought that was awesome. And then Lightning McQueen turned up, and whilst we've already made fun of it, but I was like, it's Lightning McQueen. Actually, that's really cool.
We did something with that little boy the next day.
This was, we were talking to a family who were from the UK whilst on a queue,
And we were like, oh, what did you do? They said they'd been at a stunt show, and I was like, oh, did you see Lightning McQueen? I was like, probably made that
and
voice
the mum was like, oh, we saw Lightning McQueen! Didn't get enough of that. So I would have said the stunt show. If you're going to see any of the shows, see that one, even just because of the fact that people are risking their lives to entertain you.
Just want to take the time out to go
Take the time out to go and give them the time of day. Just full stop. And the other question I had for you is, what was the favourite, because we did try a lot of the restaurants this time, what was your favourite restaurant? And why? There's multiple reasons why you could answer that one.
That's a really hard one. Have you picked one?
Well, quickly rattling through what we went to, it would be kind of tying down to 2. We did Planet Hollywood was very good, and we had a lot of fun there. But actually, having been to some of the other ones, Planet Hollywood's great and has probably one of the best menus, actually, for me. But had absolutely no show value apart from what was on to see. The props that were about the place, which was very cool. But because we'd been there before, it was a bit like, we've seen it.
Because we sat in the same seat.
And because we basically ended up in the same seats, which was a bit weird. So we got to see up Stallone's bum. Demolition Man.
It was Mickey Mouse Cafe we ate the next day.
Mickey Mouse Cafe was very nice. I would say it would be a tie between Mickey Mouse Cafe and Annette's. Mickey Mouse Cafe gets the bonus points because it's the official Disney one, and you get all the Disney characters. Annette's gets the points because it was cheaper.
I was actually about to say I was probably asking best restaurant is a bit difficult, but breaking it down, you know, best for show, Mickey's Cafe, hands down. The characters are right. They're playing with you.
You're in Disneyland.
Brilliant fun. Absolutely
You're in
fun.
Disneyland. What do you want?
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, nice place to try actual continental food. Remy's restaurant, they had real ratatouille. They had, you know, beef bouillon. They had lots of actual local dishes, which was really nice. And it was also quite, apart from the juice, very good value for money because you could sit and stuff your face silly.
And then fill your pockets with the sweets on the way out.
Yes. Value for money based on set menu would go to Annette's, and that also had a great atmosphere.
That's the big thing, was that actually everyone was that they were so nice to us in there.
Yeah. And getting up on the bar and dancing, it was brilliant. So for me, it would be a tie between the three, based on what you're after. I know it's not answering your question.
No, that's fine, but it was more to get your opinions.
But yeah, I would say, you know,
That's
it
fair
depends what you want in a restaurant.
My favourite, I wouldn't put the Cafe of the Stars, Remy's restaurant for the best, because although I was so pleased to go there because you were happy, it wasn't
I am
one.
biased on that front.
Yeah, because the reason why we ate there was because it was Remy's. A, it was Remy's restaurant, and B, we knew that there was the potential that we were going to meet the animatronic Remy. But food-wise, the food was very nice. And it was all you can eat, and that was great. But no, I would have said my favourite meal would have either been at the Mickey Cafe or the Annette's.
The Annette's was very much the underdog.
I think that's the reason why I'm going with Annette's, is mostly because, as we said, because Mickey's Cafe, although I wasn't expecting it to be brilliant, I at least had people telling me that this is amazing. So when it was very good, I was like, okay, fair enough, I see what they're saying. Whereas with Annette's, I just expected meh, and was so blown away with the service that one really wins for me. The Cafe Mickey is the best because it is the best. Annette's is the underdog, therefore it's coming close on the lead.
You want a
for
show
me.
is great show, and it's also good value for money.
Yeah. So that, and we got, and they were just so nice.
And they gave us frisbees.
And they gave us frisbees and let us skip the queue because we were willing to sit
at the bar
beside each other rather than across from each other. So woo. No, so that's my answer to that one. So last question before we wrap up. Favorite thing of the holiday?
Favorite event altogether?
Just yeah.
I'm going to give that a quick think. What's yours?
I need to give that a quick think myself. I am a ridiculously big roller coaster fan. The reason why we went was to do roller coasters. So I would have said, actually, favourite thing was the fact that we didn't have to queue.
Yeah, I was actually about to say that. The fact that we've gone, although it was freezing.
Baltic!
It was below freezing, literally. There was no queue, and that was really a highlight. We could walk on to pretty much every ride.
Yeah.
To the point that on the first day, when it was what you would consider quiet for a theme park.
Yeah, we had to wait.
And it was 10 minutes, and we were like, oh,
Jesus!
10 minutes!
Oh, come on! I could have gone round 3 times by now!
I'd agree with you, actually. The fact that it was so quiet, just across the board, you know, we got on the rides really fast. We weren't waiting in ridiculous queues to eat.
There weren't loads of people in the way. We could walk about quite smoothly.
No queue cutters, which was a problem we had the first time we went.
No what?
Queue cutters.
Queue cutters, yeah.
People trying to push round you, grown adults trying to skip in front of you to go see Pinocchio.
Spaniards.
On that one occasion, yes.
So yeah, it was Peter Pan. Sorry.
It was Peter Pan, and it was a grown adult with a daughter about my age trying to squeeze past us to go see the Peter Pan ride. And it was a bit like, hold on a minute, for goodness sake. You know, small children can get away with it to an extent, but not grown adults.
Yeah.
You know, the little ones.
We're British. We will queue.
Yes, we will queue.
We will queue. So yeah.
Yeah. So being quite that. And
Just
the
the fact that it was
shops
quiet.
weren't packed.
Yeah, we managed to go around like today when we went round, especially because it was lunchtime. I mean, the shops were busy in the evening because everyone walks out the park into the village and goes shopping.
Like, especially because we did the pin trading.
It was nice.
When it's busy, you do sort of feel like I'm kind of having to steal someone because I want to, like, it does feel almost rude that you're interrupting to do these pin trading.
Yeah, because
So
you're not spending money.
We were being so quiet. It was, it was much more casual and just
and people
everybody
were
was more relaxed.
much happier at pin trade as well because of it and things. So
I would agree with you on that. The fact that it was so quiet.
So Disneyland February, worth it?
Bring your formals.
Bring your thermals, but worth it.
Worth it, definitely. I'd say the first 2 weeks in February is a great time to go.
Would you go? So would you say going to Disneyland Paris? Big thumbs up.
Yes.
Big thumbs up. Going 3 days. Was 3 days too much or not enough?
3 days was just about right. Off season, 3 days was just about right. I'd say
Okay.
on season you would need 4. Because having done 2 days on season.
If you're wanting to go
On
do
everything.
everything, because we went round and we did everything plus more.
Yeah,
the only
but-
things we missed on purpose.
Yeah, but when we went on season last time, we did miss. It just feel like we
Yeah.
missed a lot.
The only
of
problem with
things.
going off season is you will miss certain things will be shut down because of the weather. However, when we did go in April, which is technically on season, there was still a couple of rides like Pinocchio was shut down last time. So I think you're just going to have that to deal with that because it's such a big park anyway.
Yeah, something needs to get maintenance done. I think they were cutting the hedges in the labyrinth and stuff. And
Yeah.
protecting the animatronics, which is unfortunately it was one of my favourites last year.
Was the
with
labyrinth.
The Alice's
So
labyrinth
would you
stuff.
go? So after having done it in a big way, would you want to go back?
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe autumn time rather than winter.
So autumn, what, this year or next year?
No, next year.
Next year. Give it a year, but you would go back within a year.
Yeah, well, we've got the Ratatouille ride
Yeah.
opening up. So
Supposedly 2013, there's a Ratatouille. It's going to be a storyline ride, kind of like Alice in Wonderland and Pinocchio and Small World, that you sit in it and it tells a story. But it's going to be brand new and up to date, and it's going to be Ratatouille. So need to come back for that. And I still need to go on the Dumbos. I've been twice, and we haven't done like the signature ride.
yes, well, this time it was closed, and last time the queue was like an hour.
Yeah.
So it was not happening. Not for an up and down in a circle.
So I think that's everything then. Anything you want to add?
No, I think that's
Us. We'll see you later. We're going to cut. The next bit is going to be our haul video. We've got all our stuff listed up. It'll either be attached to this or on another video, depending on time when editing. And it's our haul of what we've been buying. Hope you've enjoyed these videos. Keep an eye out for Chaffy. There's one in every single one. The first video, of us flying over, he's obvious. So we'll see you later. Cheerio.
Bye-bye.
Focuses. There you go.
Okay, so first thing on my side of the hoard is some really nice cupcake pins, because I really like them. Gloves, because it was so cold, we had to buy more formals and stuff. A belt, €3, bargain, and it's got Captain Hook on it. Jumpers, because you always have to have a jumper. So I've got an Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, because he's sort of an underdog favourite.
He was on sale.
And was also on sale. Another good thing about February. And I also got an Angel jumper. Now this is the girl Stitch. Stitch is a big favourite. I collect Stitch pins and stuff. So I thought the girl Stitch was actually a really cute compliment. The pirate t-shirt you probably would have seen in yesterday's vlog. And I also got a girly Stitch cuddly toy too. She's actually got a really cute little facial expression. So there's a wee face. And a Stitch rucksack. We actually bought it because my rucksack I took for the park basically broke after like 5 years.
A small rucksack that you can wear on rides.
Yeah, it was a wee tiny rucksack that I could wear on the rides, and it basically broke because it's 5 years old and I'd worn it to death. So I bought this, but he's actually got a really tiny pocket, so we didn't get to wear it on the last day. But I'm probably fix that, customize that one up.
More stuff.
We also got, I say we because we'll both eat the biscuits, is a really cute little circular biscuit tin. It's a wee tin because I don't like having lots of biscuits because I can't stop eating them. another little girly stitch, but this is also a boy stitch too. And she's given him cherries. It's a wee picture frame. So wee pictures go there. And that's those two. And lastly, a little pin of them both together. Oh, is there another last thing?
Yeah,
oh yes. We also have a bag of pins.
No, what's this?
Oh yes, Matt's correcting me. And little Swarovski Mickey Mouse earrings. The colour's not turning up too great, but cyan red. Because we thought it would look great. Now, over to Matt.
Right, I'm going to start here. We've got my hat, which I've already shown off in a video, I think. Again, wasn't planning on getting a hat, but it was blisteringly cold, so I needed one. And it's got a pirate on it. It's quite a cool hat. I've got bucket loads of pins. I got a lanyard with all the things. So we've got Goofy. It's all the ride pins. So it's Goofy for the Phantom Mansion, Stitch for Terror Towers, Minnie with Lancelot's Carousel, Donald on Space Mountain, Mickey with just the park in general, and Pirates of the Caribbean with Tink. So I got that with a lanyard, so really pleased with that to go with my collection of ride pins. Some more ride pins. I got the Rockin' Roller Coaster ride pin, although I've been dissing it, I kind of needed it. That's a cool pin. And I got the Space Mountain Mission 2 one as well, because, well, it's my favourite ride. I got the Cursed Gold, the Inca Gold from Pirates of the Caribbean. This is a pin I actually talked myself out of getting last time we were here, so I decided I had to buy it, because we talked ourselves out of getting this one because Rachel got instead a necklace with the Inca Gold on it because, well, that's what Keira Knightley has in the movie. But once we'd left the park, I really regretted not getting this. And a Jessica Rabbit pin because it's Jessica Rabbit, and what man doesn't like Jessica Rabbit? We have Rory's Story Cubes. This obviously didn't come from the park. I got these duty free on the plane. 9 cubes, you roll them, you get symbols, you make stories from them. Weird little thing. Gaming solo episode coming up. I got the lanyard. It's still full of pins to be traded. A lanyard on the first day so that we could trade pins. My Disneyland jumper, which I've already spoken about, so I don't need to speak about that again. 2 soft toys. I got this little guy, I can't remember his name, what was it? Scrump. This is the little doll. It's the little doll from Lilo and Stitch that needed to get brain surgery because it had ant nest in it. I just thought that was really funny. So I got that. And I got this guy, who's called Fuzzball, who's from Captain EO. The Michael Jackson ride.
So he's got.
Yeah, he's got little butterfly wings and a huge face hugger-esque tail for wrapping around your throat. He's really naff. I had to buy him though because last time we went, there's a lot of this is me buying what I should have bought last time. I taught myself again, we didn't go on the Captain EO ride, and I was kicking myself. We didn't go on Captain EO because I remember it from when I was 5, and we went to what was then called Euro Disney. So I was kicking myself, and that was my favourite character. So I had to buy it. It was just one of those things. It's the rules. We have, as Rachel's pointed out earlier, a giant bag of traded pins. That's sort of mine and Rachel's. So we're not going to go through all of that because it'll take forever. And finally, I got a statue of Jessica. Isn't she lovely? And that, all in all... Yeah, she's all sparkly. Sparkly dress and everything. Pardon me, couldn't let her go. And so... all in all, that is one hell of a haul. Thanks guys, see you later. You can say bye?
Au revoir.